KH4 News 2026. Listen, for sure this year, either KH4 News or 7 Remake Part 3 news. It's going to be one of the two. And as much as I love Kingdom Hearts, my money's on Final Fantasy VII Part 3. I think we're going to get Part 3 first before KH4. I really do. Just because they've said more about it and they've been more open about it. The game is pretty much finished. They're just polishing it now. They've been very open about the development of it, whereas KH4, they've really not said anything. Granted, we had technically a trailer and some screenshots from KH4, which we haven't had for Part 3, but I don't count that. Personally, but like in interviews and stuff, they're just more open about the state and the completion of Part 3, whereas KH4, it's on schedule. Don't know what that means. And then Missing Link getting canceled, right? So we were supposed to have Missing Link by now. We were supposed to have Missing Link in like how long ago? What was the original, like, the first Missing Link trailer we got with a release date? What was it, like 2024 or something? We were supposed to have that game like 3 years ago, and then they canceled it. Hey, Fuge, probably 2029. Not that late. No, beta, that sounds correct. Beta coming 2024. That sounds correct. Yeah, so then like a 2025 release. I feel like it was in beta longer than that. I feel like it was like 3 years that we knew about Missing Link. Wait, when was the anniversary event? Did that initial Missing Link trailer? The trailer was 2022, which is insane. Yeah, the 2022 was the anniversary event. Oh, that's right, of course, because it was the 20th anniversary. KH1 came out in 2002, so 2022, and they gave us a triple whammy for the 20th anniversary. They gave us the trailer for the Dark Road finale, which was awesome, and no Kingdom Hearts fan should discount the mobile games. Their stories are incredible. So there was the finale of Dark Road, which was amazing. They announced Missing Link, and they announced KH4. We should rewatch the trailer to check. Some new Nomura artwork would be amazing. Yeah, he's done artwork for other series, and I like, hasn't he done like some Final Fantasy? There's always like Final Fantasy VII is their cash cow baby, so I don't blame them. The initial trailer said closed beta 2022. Oh my god. Oh my god. And then it wasn't until 2025 they actually canceled it. What? This was 3 years. 3 years ago? Almost 4. This was almost 4 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're so starved. Hype train incoming. Thank you for the hype train. Remember being young and hopeful? Remember 2022? Life was better back then. Life was so much better back then. At least we've gotten this. At least this manifested. We got the finale of Dark Road. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Yes, it's a mobile game, but it was amazing. Anyone who says otherwise is lying. Or just doesn't pay attention to mobile games, and you know what? You're lost, because this story is incredible. The writing in Dark Road especially was especially good. And Xehanort and Ericus are in love. The gift that was Dark Road. Is this like the last Kingdom Hearts stuff we've gotten? Like legit? Because this came after Melody of Memory. This is the last new Kingdom Hearts story we got. Was the Dark Road finale. Yes, big respect to the two guys who finished this game. They had like 2 devs working on this game, and they even like made it take they even delayed it because Nomura wanted to add more story. Ugh, this song's so good. Oh my god. Yeah. And they played these trailers back to back, man. Just trailers are so hype. Like, I can't wait till the Kingdom Hearts 4 press cycle starts and we just like get trailers and screenshots and interviews. And oh my god, we're so starved. This was almost 4 years ago, August 2022, and I think it got delayed a little bit. This was almost 4 years ago. And then the game we never got. Ugh. And this was in development for so long. They didn't cancel it till last year. They'd done multiple betas. Shimomura was like upset because she wrote music for this game that we're never gonna hear. Unless they repurpose it. Look at this! Look at all the stuff they did for this game. And then they just canceled it. We'll never know who Ephemer banged to start the legacy of Xehanort. I know. Well, I am just like, I was excited for the lore that Missing Link was going to give us about like the world and the universe. I don't know any of these characters, so it does like a game with new characters I don't know doesn't excite me very much. I'm like, yay, it's Kingdom Hearts, but like, so I wanted to know the lore about the world and the Kingdom Hearts universe in general that this was going to tell us, as well as how that was going to play into Kingdom Hearts 4, because it was going to play into Kingdom Hearts 4 somehow. It's like how the Union Cross and Dark Road mobile games, their lore is really, really important to everything that's going to come up and happen in the Kingdom Hearts series going forward. It's really important. So obvious, they're not just going to make Missing Link and have the lore not be connected, right? We'd never get more Brain, and not fair. Listen, justice for Brain. Justice for Brain. The game that doesn't exist. God, I hope they make a movie or something. Justice for Missing Link. Seriously, it was the third part of a trilogy. Oh my god. I'm so upset. So upset. So upset. And then Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh my god. Hi, Edge! And this was 4 years ago. The game, this is gonna look completely different. We're probably gonna see nothing. Please realize, we've been sitting on this trailer for 4 years and it's like all we've had, right? But this was 4 years ago. This is like alpha test footage for KH4. So like, know that this is good. This isn't even what the game's gonna look like. This isn't even what it's gonna look like. Like, it's gonna look, this is like, it's gonna look better. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna look better. But like, this is, it's not even, this is all just like flat lighting. Oh my god. Where's our boy? Listen, she's like, you've been asleep for 7 days. Really, it's like, you know, they're gonna wait 7 years. Is that what he's doing? Is that what Nomura's doing? Is he waiting? Is he making us wait 7 years? Nomura, we can't live forever. You can't live forever. I'm sorry. Is he making us wait 7 years? That's right. 7 days in Quadratum is 7 years back home. Is he making us wait? When did Melody of Memory? Is that like... Yeah, no, because wait, when did Melody of Memory come out? Because that's when Riku left. So when KH3 turned 7 a few days ago. Oh my god. And Remind was like a year later. And then when was Melmem? Melody of Memory was November 11th, 2020. Okay. November 11th, 2027. I'm calling it right now. That's the KH4 release date. 7 years since Melody of Memory. Since Riku left, he's going to arrive exactly 7 years later. IRL. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. That's it. November 11th, 2027 is the release date of Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh, happy birthday to Talith. Calling it. We had to wait 10 real years for the Wayfinder trio to be reunited, right? Just these storylines that aren't... Oh my god. I know Sora pulled a Ven and slept for a decade. Oh my god. Yeah, me too, Ren. Ideally, Missing Link gets a movie. It gets back coverified, right? I would love all the mobile games to get movies. I would love Back Cover Part 2. I would love Back Cover Part 2. I would like Dark Road the movie. And I would like Missing Link the movie. That's the dream. Top priority being Missing Link the movie, of course, because we never got it. But what I'm expecting to happen is the critical lore that Missing Link would have told us that we need to know for Kingdom Hearts 4 is integrated into Kingdom Hearts 4, whether it just be journal entries or maybe little memory bubbles, maybe because they have the gameplay footage, right? Like they have cutscenes. They were like really far into development.
Hi Peachy, I have theories about what universe this fight takes place in.
Oh,
but I'll keep them to myself.
Oh, very
Peachy
cool.
sit,
I'm
Peachy
always welcome. I always welcome theories, but you are also welcome to keep them to yourself. So many theories. So many theories. I would like that for them to just say what the plan is. I'm not dreaming big and I'm still disappointed. Right. Yeah. I mean, I've been saying for a while that like all I want is to just tell us that it's still going well. Development is going well. And we got that, but I've been saying that for like 3 years. So at this point, yes, they gave us the screenshots, which were very obviously from a trailer, like an internal or, investor trailer or whatever. Like those were very obviously from a trailer. Which they gave us not 24 hours after they canceled Missing Link as a to appease us, right? And it worked. We weren't not sad about Missing Link, but hey, it sure took our minds off Missing Link being canceled to get screenshots from KH4 as kind of currently in development. So and and we could even look at like the little changes. There was even a screenshot of like the gameplay. There was another picture of there's Mickey, another picture of Strelitzia, things for us to theorize on. So they gave us something for sure, but that was just to appease us because they canceled the other game we've been waiting for, which would have tided us over and probably made them some money until Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. But whatever, they decided to cancel it. Man, how upset was Nomura? That game, like I said, that game was like done. It was done. They'd done like 3 beta tests. I mean, yes, it was going to be ongoing. So it's not like, they had the final cutscene done. No, but but like they had this mapped out and they had all these assets, and they just threw them all away. And it's so disappointing, because this game was coming soon for years, since 2022. which means it had been in development a lot longer than that. So it had been in development for over 5 years, and they just scrapped it. I hope Nomura is overflowing with spite. Yes, especially being so close to retirement too. I hope he throws every bit of his spite into KH4 and whatever for those who come after, whatever comes after. I know. Well, that's why I put out a clip recently on my second YouTube channel. A little clip from stream where I've talked about this before. But there are two timelines that exist in our world, and that is the timeline where Versus 13 was made and not taken from Nomura, and Nomura got to make his Versus 13 game. And then there's the timeline that we're in that he didn't, that it got taken away from him and he didn't get to make it. And he's very, very obviously reincorporating the Versus 13 characters and concepts and everything into Kingdom Hearts, because he does have, like, he's the, he does have full control over Kingdom Hearts. So like we are in the timeline where he is where Kingdom Hearts is getting heavily affected by or influenced by Nomura's spite for Versus 13 getting taken away from him. It's the bad timeline. I know. So, like, yes, throw all your spite, Nomura. Throw all your spite. That's why KH4 took so long. It's Versus 13 all over again. Exactly. He's in, like, all this stuff, and he's incorporating this, incorporating it into KH4. And so now he's got to incorporate Missing Link into KH4. Like, oh my god. Spite's a great motivator for creating things. It's true. Oh my god. Give us the second trailer that we know exists. It definitely exists. But like I am absolutely convinced that they're playing, they have to play that they're not going to do, they're not. They have two big powerhouses coming out soon. Okay? They have Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 and they have Kingdom Hearts 4. They're not going to release them at the same time. That would be dumb. They're not going to market them at the same time. That would be dumb. You got to spread these things out, right? So I think those two is like, I think a lot of the factor in this is factoring in the state of completion and when they want to release Final Fantasy VII Part 3. I've said this a lot. Because, like, both of those games are nearing completion. But Part 3 is apparently complete. They're just polishing it. Wait, did they come out the same year? Wait, oh, the Final Fantasy VII 30th anniversary and the Kingdom Hearts 25th anniversary are both next year. Oh, shoot. So they have to release both. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, I don't own a company. I don't, I don't do marketing, but like it makes sense to me that it would. Why did they look so wrinkly? Makes sense to me that they would, like, not compete with each other, right? Like you would do one year and one the next year. So and it does make sense for Part 3 to come out in the 30th anniversary, unless Part 3 comes out this year. If it comes out late this year, and you know, then it has a chance to sweep, all the game awards and stuff. Cause like, I'm sorry, you have to consider that kind of stuff too. All the awards and articles and stuff, because that's marketing and that makes a lot of sales happen. So you have to consider that. And they're not going to release two big powerhouses against each other. They're not. They're of their own IPs, right? So they could do, if they do Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 this year, and then, you have all the excitement, and then next year you release KH4 in 2027, and then it's also it's its 25th anniversary, and then and then you have the Final Fantasy VII 30th anniversary. Release Final Fantasy VII Part 3 this year, have all the hype, all the sales, right? And then next year, for the anniversary, you can just hype it up again, right? And then there's more sales and more hype and more clicks and more la da da da, all that, and the more articles for the 30th anniversary. And it just like reminds everybody, it puts Final Fantasy VII back into people's minds. And so you have another wave of sales, right? And then maybe you release it on another system or something, right? For the 30th anniversary, and you do something else special or whatever, maybe a DLC or something, and that gets everybody's eyes back on it, rather than releasing Final Fantasy VII Part 3 on the 30th anniversary and just bleh, everything all at once, and then nothing, right? You have like a big huge spike and then a downward spike, but you could have two big sales spikes. Put me on the marketing team. I don't know how they think of these things, but like, just as someone on the internet excited about video games, that makes the most sense to me. Like, that's what I would do if the game is done, you know? And then Kingdom Hearts is still one of their massive franchises, but lesser. So, it's not as profitable as Final Fantasy VII. So that one you can do on its 25th anniversary year, right? And have one big giant Kingdom Hearts spike. But doing it in the same year just doesn't make sense. That's really cool that their anniversaries coincide like that. During an investor meeting, they did say that they were skipping big releases for 2025 to reorganize, then committing to one big release per year, I think. Oh, really? I just don't know if I can be confident that the next two big releases are necessarily 7 Remake and KH4 without other series like Dragon Quest or something. Right. Yeah, and that, yeah, Dragon Quest is a huge, huge, huge series for them. So I've never played any of the games, but I know that, like, I've seen the numbers, and like Dragon Quest is one of their big cash cows too. Um, so yeah, there could be a Dragon Quest in there. But I have no idea what the state of the next Dragon Quest game is, or how long those take to develop. I don't know if those take longer to develop. There's a lot more Dragon Quest games, so I'm thinking they don't take as long to develop. They also have Dragon Quest 12 in production, though they're also very hush-hush about it. I don't know. If KH4 is like, would be ready to go by next year, I think Nomura has to push for that November 11th, 2027, 7 years after Melody of Memory. That, I mean, the 713 bullshit that this man has pulled, I would not put it past him. I would not put it past him. 7 years after Melody of Memory launched to the day Kingdom Hearts 4 launches. Does that mean Riku will be 8 years older than Sora? Are we gonna have an age gap? Are we gonna have 25-year-old Riku in KH4? Dragon Quest 12 was announced in 2021. They've been waiting longer than us? Oh god. Well, I was about to say, well, they have 12 games. Kingdom Hearts has more than that. They probably have more as well. They probably have like side games, but oh man, so Dragon Quest 12 actually deserves a release this year. So Dragon Quest 12 deserves this year's release. I feel bad now if they've been waiting even longer. Oh no, the age gap discourse. Why is that a thing? Oh my god. Remember the 90s, you guys? Remember the 2000s? Remember how like nothing mattered because people understood that fictional characters are fictional? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Back in my day. Back in my day. Oh! If Riku's older than Kairi is too. Sora just stayed a baby, everybody else aged. And no one's free from sin. Yeah, when we had our own forums. That. Seriously. An old chunk of coal like me remembers, oh my god. It's that. It's that people were, like, in their own spaces. Kinda I guess it's kinda like Discord server. Discord servers are more like forums. People say that they like, oh, we're also separated because like people are in Discord servers and stuff rather than on social media. But like, there's big advantages to that, right? You have closed communities who understand rather than having like, randos coming across your ship post and being like, why are you shipping two children together? And you're like, they're 17 and 18. I don't, also, they're not real. Please go away, right? Oh, Eternal. 7 years is enough time for Goofy to conceive Max. Let's go. Where he's gonna go back home and Goofy's gonna have a little boy. Also, newsflash: teenagers date. Like what? It's so funny. My favorite comeback to that, like they're children, which they're whatever. They're what 16 and 17 or whatever. Um, my favorite comeback to that is, oh, here's a bunch of old Disney movies. You should go start some Aladdin and Jasmine discourse because she was just turning 16 when they got married, and Jafar wanted to marry her. Right? Snow White's 14 when she got married. That's my favorite comeback. You should go start some Disney discourse in this case. Kyrie Aqua. I want to see them training so bad. I want to see Kyrie hanging out with Ven. I want to see her training with Aqua so bad. No, not Kyrie and Aqua, but I would totally be for Kyrie and Ven. I would totally be for Kyrie and Ven. They're both like pure light, and I think they would get along. They're both like, he's a cinnamon roll and she's like, well, she used to have like the sassy streak, right? So bring back Kyrie sass, bring back Riku sass. They both lost their sass through in their trauma. At least like Sora, I guess Sora kind of lost some of his sass too. Everybody, they were so sassy in KH1. Where'd the sass go? Like I know they matured, but you can have sass and still, grow up and go through character arcs and change and stuff. And let all three of them kiss. That's right. So Sora, I think is surprisingly, I think Sora has lost the least of his sass. Um, I think he's like the sassiest one of them now. Kyrie's just like more milk toast than ever. And then Riku just like matured. Like he lost. I mean, he's gone through a huge character arc, whereas Kyrie's gone through a minor character arc. So it makes less sense that she lost her sass. It makes more sense that I think Riku in KH3 especially, he knows that he fucked up. So he seems careful about everything he says and everything he does. Like he seems like he kind of runs that, like, I'm going to run my actions through a filter and my words through a filter before I say or do anything. Because he knows what happens when he just like lets his emotions like go, right? So at least him being toned down in personality, even though it's less fun, it makes sense for his character arc, right? He's rebuilding himself. Whereas Kyrie just has never done anything. She just kind of got older and lost some sass. Like, so I want to see both their sass start to come back as Riku starts to loosen up. All right. He's in control of himself now. He understands himself now. So he can loosen up a little bit, right? And he can let some of that sass come back. And then hopefully, yeah, hanging out with Aqua and thus I would assume she's gonna hang out with Ven and Terra too. Not that there's a sassy bone in Ven's body, not that I recall anyway. But like none of them are really sassy. But maybe Kyrie can teach them to be sassy. We're searching for the lost character arc, right? The lost game arc. This is the lost game arc. Where is Missing Link? Kyrie suffered the same fate as Aerith in the compilation of 7 games, and I long for someone to give her the remake treatment. Riku did not do his. That's the first thing I thought of. Riku's gay little hip pose at Demix for us to pretend there's no sass in KH3. Listen, I know I was going to say actually they added a little Riku sass in Remind with his little hip pose. That was definitely okay. Listen, that was a tease. That was a tease that the sass is going to return. Okay, Ven slayed with his at least. At least I have friends. Oh my god. What hip pose from Riku when Demix shows him like, I'm one of the good guys. I have the gummy phone. I'm gonna take this replica back to, so we can make Namine or Roxas or whoever. Yeah. Did that one became Namine because that was Repliku. He said take this and so Namine can live. Yeah, so he took the replica body that was gonna become Namine, and, when he left, Riku did a gay little hip pose in the graveyard. Yeah. It was like one of the added, uh, boss gauntlet scenes in Remind, which were all amazing. All the added scenes were so beautiful. Kyrie having Princess Peach syndrome, getting kidnapped. Oh my god. KH3 was the worst. KH3 was the worst. She gets kidnapped by Zemnis. She gets killed by Xehanort. Like, come on. Is she there? She killed like one Heartless. She got protected by like 3 characters. So bad. So bad. Give Kyrie a frying pan. Yeah. Give her a frying pan. That's Princess Peach's ultimate weapon. Give Kyrie a frying pan. I want art now of Kyrie with a frying pan. Yeah, she got her gameplay section in Remind. It was like, where was that the whole time? She's like summoning meteors and forget she got the Noctis, like throw your weapon and then teleport to it thing. Like she like where did that come from? It was super fun to play for that one battle. Super fun. But we need the Kingdom Hearts girl band road trip. We need the Kingdom Hearts. We need just a game. Kairi, Aqua, Namine, and Xion are on a road trip together. Yeah, Rapunzel. There you go. Rapunzel got the frying pan. Yep. Give Kairi a frying pan. Hashtag give Kairi a frying pan. Kairi training scene with Mulan. What if Kairi went and trained with all the princesses? What if she didn't just train with Aqua? What if she went and trained? What if she toured the worlds and trained with all the Disney princesses who actually know how to fight? Oh my god, that would be fun. That would be adorable. Replot missing princesses. Red, what's up, Red Pursuit? If it serves her growth, yes. I mean, all she needs is Aqua, but I just think that would be cute. Seeing her hang out with Disney princesses. All right, break time. Let's go on a break. We rambled about Kingdom Hearts for an hour. That's not surprising.